Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Austin here, back with another Brawl Stars video. Today, I'm going to go over the top 5 brawlers to use for each ranked modifier. If you don't know already, the ranked modifiers are Big Friend, Time Detonation, and Quick Fire. I'm going to start with Big Friend, but as you can see, I am Diamond 2. I grinded on stream for about 3.5 hours yesterday to get here, and I kind of gathered data from other spots like Reddit, other YouTube videos, and such. So I came up with a list that I think will be the best brawlers to use from my own knowledge and other people's knowledge for you guys to use. So I'm going to be using Bull because I need to win 5 games with Bull. So let me catch you guys when we get into our first match. Alright guys, and we are in our first match. Like I said before, we're going to be talking about the Big Friend modifier first. So if you don't know already, the Big Friend modifier makes it so that the highest HP brawler on your team makes everyone's HP that. So for example, if I went in there with Bull and everybody had lower HP, everyone gets Bull's HP. So now that we got that down, the best brawlers for that, if you are the first pick or maybe even the second pick because your team doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, 8-bit sitting in there. So this leads into my first brawler. We can start with 8-bit. I believe 8-bit is a great pick, not only because he has some great range, but his health. His health is very, very high. As you saw, I'm not sure what level that guy was, but he was level, oh, it hasn't came up yet. But he had 9,300 HP, which is really, really good. So the other brawlers that would fall into this spot could be, let's say, Frank is a great one. Draco is a great one. BB, Buzz, Meg, and Rosa. And El Primo. Those 7 to 8 brawlers are the best, but I want to tone it down and see which ones are the absolute best. So in my experience, ooh, somebody's going through. No. So for the first brawler that I would say is the best S tier is going to be El Primo. El Primo is very, very solid for many different game modes in there, especially if it's Big Friends on Brawl Ball or something like that. It's very, very good. So I would 100% take El Primo 99% of the time. The second best I would say would be Frank. Frank is a great, great brawler. He also has a ton of HP, and he would just pretty much help your team wipe the floor if you have first pick. So I would go with him next. Number 3, I would probably go Meg, because Meg has a lot of HP and kind of has a dual life, 2 different lives. So, ooh, he's getting kind of close. So that would help out a lot. And then Buzz is great and BB is great. I would not by any means get Draco. Draco is not that great in my opinion. I would say he is more of a B to C tier brawler at the moment. They might need to rework him to make him a little bit better, but we will see as time goes on. I am cooked over here, but the list for me would 100% go El Primo, Frank, Meg, 8-bit, Buzz, BB, and Rosa. Those are the best, I think, in my opinion, for Brawl Ball, Knockout, anything like that. But that is just for the HP side. So if you're getting first pick, I would pick one of those brawlers for your team so that you have a secure high HP and high level brawler. So now moving on to your other, say that your teammate was a great teammate and he decided, I'm gonna pick the brawler, the big HP brawler, and you're wondering who you should probably pick. First few brawlers I would pick on the list would probably be, obviously, Edgar. Edgar's a really solid pick, and especially if you have a lot of HP, Edgar will be very, very good. I will say next on the list will be Charlie. If you didn't see my last video, Charlie is a great one to max out. So I would go with Charlie. Carl is not a bad one as well. My teammate Taco Sway was using was using him. Look how quick he melted me. My teammate Taco Sway was using him when we were pushing up, and he was a great, great brawler in every single game mode. So I would say Carl will be good in every single game mode, not just Big Friends. But I'll say Carl in this sense. And then you can go with Angelo's a great one. Spike is a great one. If Spike's good, Lou's got to be good. So I would go Lou as well. And Rico. Rico's probably my next best one. If you want a thrower and it's a big throwing map, I would go Dynamite. Dynamite is a great, great brawler, especially with a ton of health. You can get away from people. I just got cooked. But I think those would be the best brawlers. Angelo's always good no matter what as well. But if you are playing Heist, you might want to go with a Jessie or a Colette or something like that. But in my opinion, alright guys, like I was saying, we ended up winning that game actually. But like I was saying, the best brawlers in my opinion for the Big Friend modifier, if you're not going for the HP brawler, would be Charlie, Edgar, Rico, Jesse, Cordelius, Angelo, Sandy. So out of those brawlers, I would pick your favorite and max them out and then start using them when a high HP brawler was picked. Rico's really good, especially with his multi-ball launcher gadget. He can just wipe out a team. Charlie, great for Big Friends. If you're going to have a lot of HP, you can go up against anybody and anything. So my advice to you guys is don't be the team that doesn't have a high HP brawler. If it comes down to you last pick a high HP brawler. You don't want to go against one. You will not win. So those would be my best for Big Friends. Let's go into time detonation and I'll catch you guys in the game. Alright guys, and we are into the next match. So we are going to be talking about time detonation. So if you don't know what time detonation is, it means where the map just completely disintegrates and blows up to the point where it's just you, your team versus the other team, nothing surrounding you. So in my opinion, the best brawlers for that are obviously going to be snipers. I'm not going to make a whole big thing about the snipers. We are just going to say snipers are in its own category. That is number one on the list. And snipers consists of Angelo, Piper, Nani, and Belle. Those are number one. 1A, B, C, D, whatever you want to say. So, next in time detonation, I would say that Rico is in the next one up. Rico is really, really solid. And then because of his long range and the fact that, let's see if he wants to play again. The fact that he has long range, if he's getting pushed by somebody, he can use his multi-ball launcher and completely disintegrate somebody. I would say 8-bit is also up there because of his long range. He can put his turret down and kind of teleport back to home base in a sense. So that would be another one for you. Leon going invis. You might not think it's great, but Leon would be a great, great pick. Mandy falls into the sniper category, so I would put Mandy in 1E, I guess you could say. That is 3 brawlers. We have the snipers, we have Leon, and we have Rico. You can put 8-bit up there as well. We'll go 8-bit as well. And then for the 5th and final one, I would go Byron. I know Byron's kind of a sniper, but I kind of want to put him in its own category. Wow. Because Byron is so solid. He's such a good brawler, so underrated. I'm going to make an underrated brawlers video soon here, but he is so underrated and I want to max him out soon. So he would be probably my 5th option. But yeah, guys, going over it, we have the snipers as in Mandy, Piper, Nani, Belle, Angelo. All 1A, B, C, D, and E. 2, I would say the best brawler would be Cooked. Where's my teammate at? Okay. My next second best brawler on that would be Leon. Leon is a super solid brawler. He can go invisible. He's got long range. He would be very, very good. Third, 8-bit, the fact that you can put your shield or your thing down and then teleport back to it if you get in a sticky situation, that is great. Number 4, Byron. Byron's got super long range, can long lasting effect, doesn't let him heal and such, so I would go with him. And then number 5, I would go with Rico. Rico is really solid. If somebody pushes you, you can use a multi-ball launcher. Some honorable mentions if you want. Could be Meg, could be Spike, RT, and that's about it. So those would be the 5. If I had to do some honorable mentions, I guess Brock could be in there. Spike could be in there. Charlie obviously could be in there. So those would be my 3 honorable mentions for this one. So let's get into the final one, and it is going to be Quickfire. Quickfire is a game mode where if you hit a shot and land a shot, you reload quickly or quicker. So this means that fast shooting brawlers can be meta here. So, okay. So the top brawler for this, in my opinion, we were using them last night and such. If you don't know, my stream's linked in the description. Go ahead and follow and come out to the streams. Would really appreciate it. But number 1 on Quickfire has to be Jean. Jean is really, really good for Quickfire. Gets her reload speed super fast, gets it all back really quickly, and it's just all in all great. Jean's just super great. So Jean would be number 1 for me. Then you can put Colt in there. Colt is a really solid brawler for Quickfire, and any of these, to be honest, but Quickfire especially, because if you hit 1 out of like all the bullets that travel with Colt, he then gains his reload speed back. Next, I would say Max is number 3 best, in my opinion. I don't have Max ranked up, but I know I've played against Max, and Max is super, super good, especially if you have his hypercharge. I would say it would be Jean, Colt, Max for the top 3 for Quickfire. Number 4, I've been saying them all video. If you don't have him maxed, I would max him out. Rico is great. 1 or 2 of those little balls that he throws out will hit, and they will end up doing insane damage, and you'll get more of your supers back, and you'll be able to just cycle back and forth. And then my final one, I actually was using him the other night, would be Gale. Gale is super, super good. Pushes back all the enemies, slows them down. Like if an Edgar's trying to push you, you slow him down, push him back. Super good for Quickfire. You gain your reload speed really quickly. So I would definitely go with this. So those are my top 5 in order. Jean, it would be Jean, Colt, Max, Rico, and Gale. Honorable mentions could be a brawler like Lola, because she ends up having 2 next to her and you can teleport away. Lola's a great, great pick. I would say EMZ is a great pick, especially for Hot Zone. If you just continue to throw the smoke into the hot zone and keep hitting people, you'll continuously, it's kind of like Gale. So I would say EMZ is another honorable mention. And thirdly, I would say Lou is an honorable mention, especially with this hypercharge. If you get his hypercharge, which I have, I just don't have him ranked up, then they freeze immediately and you just keep spamming the same attack on them. So those would be my top brawlers for all 3 game modes. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas or suggestions down below. I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.